If you've ever tried manifesting and really struggled with it, or maybe you're new to the whole idea and are trying to figure out whether or not it's relevant or something that you want to try, something that maybe might be for you, we're going to talk about that process today. But first, we definitely need to talk about one of the key aspects of manifesting, which is easy to overlook, easy to do, and easy not to do, and makes all the difference between getting what you want and maybe not. Hello, fabulous. I hope today is treating you kindly. If you haven't done so already, please do all the things like subscribe and ring that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all my latest content. Thank you so much with Glitter on It for doing that. So manifesting is the process of drawing the reality that you want to experience into your current experience. So this could basically be anything. It could be the manifestation of your dream job, your, dream relationships, whether it's romantic or otherwise, your dream home, or, dream vacation, whatever the things are. Dreams are super valid. And, you know, as it's been said, if it's been given to you, if it's been laid on your heart as a thing that you really, really want to have as an experience in your life or to participate in or whatever, then that's usually for a pretty good reason. Like if you have a fire for it, there's a pretty good reason that that's, been laid on you to experience in your life. So I was reading a blog post by Julianne Carnes. She wrote the book, The Abundance Code, which is a really great book. Like it's specifically talking about money, but it could be abundance in all areas: health, wealth, well-being, relationships, experiences, name your thing, right? And so she talks about basically the idea of people, just thinking the thing, like doing a lot of brain work, like the heavy duty cognitive task of just creating in your mind a very detailed picture of what you're wanting to see, what you're wanting to experience, whatever it is, and just bringing that into the forefront of your mind, concentrating on that experience, and just, if you build it, they will come, right? Like the field of dreams. And what she brought to my attention today, which I've definitely recognized in several of my own recent experiences, is that sometimes that's not enough. She had said that the inner reality must match the outer reality. So if you think about the idea of manifestation, she says that whatever it is that you're trying to create in your mind's eye or whatever, that has weight, that has gravity, like a planet or a sun or whatever. And gravity, it's universal. It's all throughout the universe. Nobody escapes it. It's the reality of what is. And that will pull naturally towards that which is like unto itself. Like the bigger the planet, the bigger the dream, the bigger the manifestation, the bigger the thing, the more weight, the more gravity it can draw to itself, the more it tends to pull. And so the idea of manifesting can essentially be create this big, huge dream in your mind. And if it's big enough and loud enough and strong enough, then that gravity will pull you into that reality. You will start to experience whatever it is that you've created, which is true to an extent, but also, as I've learned, sometimes the hard way, that you don't always get what you want, you get what you are. Or in other words, you get what you believe. So her examples always include money, financial perspective, because that's what her book is about. That's what she specializes in. That's kind of her area of expertise. And if you are not yet in alignment with whatever the thing is, like if your internal mindset, your thought processes, maybe your subconscious beliefs, maybe you've got some limiting beliefs that do not align with whatever it is that you are trying to manifest. Like if you are a person who wants to have better friendships, like loads of friends, socially engaged, really feeling connected to the people that you're around, but you believe internally somewhere on some level that like just people are, you're not here for it. Friends are so hard to make. Friends are so hard to keep. It's so difficult to connect with people. Well, clearly what you want, which is quality relationships, and what you believe is that it's super hard to engage with the right people and it's so hard to maintain those friendships and it's just hard. So if you think it's hard, it's going to be hard for you to get what you want, right? Like if you're looking at your car and your car is currently green, but you want it to be yellow, there's no amount of thinking about the car being green that's going to make it not yellow until you paint it, right? Like there's got to be action on your part to change the reality that you're experiencing. And when you are not clear, which happens to me a lot, like this is a reality I experience frequently. When you are not 100% clear about exactly what it is that you want, it can be really, really hard to manifest that because there's no direction. It's like, okay, so you say you want this, but then you want this, but then you want this, but then you want this. And these things are kind of mutually exclusive, or it can be difficult to provide you with a clear definition of exactly what you want. Like nothing has gravity when it's tons of little pieces kind of scattered all over the place, right? So here's the solution, as it were. So take the time to get really clear about whatever it is that you want, whether it's, financial abundance, an abundance of health and well-being, an abundance of relationships like quality friendships, relationships, whatever, quality experiences, fill in the blank, whatever your thing is. I want you to get good and clear about whatever the thing is. Use whatever tools are necessary for you. If you're a person who daydreams or draws or has to write stuff down, get really, really clear about how you want this experience to feel. What you need to do with manifesting is you got to get clear on the what and you got to get clear on the why. The how is kind of not your problem. Let the universe sort that. What you got to do is figure out what it is that you want and why it is that you want it. And the what part is the thing that most people don't struggle with. They're like, oh yeah, I want whatever the thing is. Or, they're very clear about the reality of that experience. But maybe the why that they want the thing doesn't align with the internal beliefs. Like, I want this special fancy car so that I can feel like I've arrived. Like other people will envy me and want to be me, even though they, nobody's thinking about you, the person driving the car. They're thinking about the car and how, oh, I want to be impressive with this car or this outfit or this whatever. You're sitting here basically fighting against yourself. You want to be seen because of a thing that you have. But the thing is, nobody's going to see you. They're going to see the thing. You know what I mean? So that's counterintuitive. It's going to be difficult for you to manifest that. Or if you do manage to manifest it, you might end up being dissatisfied with the result. You might get everything you want and be like, well, this isn't what I wanted to feel. This is not, nobody's envying me because of my car or my clothes or my whatever. Like, this is dumb. What is this? This isn't it. This isn't what I wanted. And it's not that you did anything wrong. It's just that you weren't clear, or maybe you weren't aligned, or maybe you weren't aware of how whatever the thing is that you wanted actually aligns with who you are as a being, who you want to become, and the kinds of experiences that you want to have in this life. So get clear about the what, and then get clear about the why. Same process. So let's say you want a new job, right? For whatever reason, okay? So let's say you want a new job. And all right, cool. What exactly does that look like? What do you want to experience in this job? Like, is it more important to you to make a lot of money? And if so, why is that? Do you want that money to feel secure because maybe you grew up with not a whole lot and want to feel like, I want to have that security for later in my life. I want to feel like no matter what comes, I'm prepared and I can handle it. Or do you want to have more money because you want to bragging rights at brunch? Do you feel like you're in competition with somebody because maybe they make more than you, or they seem to have a higher quality of life, or, whatever the thing is? And again, no judgment at all. This is your life. This is your experience. You get to do whatever you want with it. And you don't have to apologize. You don't have to justify. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to defend yourself. It just is. You get to want what you want. The important thing about being clear about the why you want whatever the thing is that it will help you to determine whether or not whatever the thing is that you want and the why that you want it aligns with your current beliefs. So again, let's go back to the job example. Like, if a person wanted a new job because maybe they wanted to make more money and they wanted to have a greater impact on the world, like maybe they just want to try something new and different, right? Maybe something different than they've ever done before. So, okay, cool. You figured out the what. You kind of have an idea as to why, whatever your reason is. You want to make more money. You want to try something new and different. You want to make a bigger impact, whatever the thing is, okay? Then you have to examine the internal beliefs. Like, how does my current belief system align with getting a different job or a different house or whatever the thing is? How does that align? How do I feel? How do I want to feel in this experience of having this new job? What is it I hope to gain from this? And what do I believe now that might be holding me back from that experience? So, like, for example, you want to get a new job because you want to try something different. Okay, well, what is it that your current job has that you enjoy doing? Or what is the impact that you're currently having? How would you like that to be different? How do all the pieces fit together? And then let's just say you create your dream scenario. Okay, so what is it about what stands in my way? Like, what do I believe? What are the hurdles I'm going to have to overcome? What are the obstacles in my path? So if you're believing, oh, well, I can't possibly do something different because I don't have the skills, or I can't do something different because I don't have enough education, or I don't know anyone in that field, or whatever the thing is. Pick a thing, right? Really take the time to examine all of the reasons why you couldn't. And that would just give you the opportunity to just really see whether or not that alignment is there for you. Because the last thing anybody wants to do is struggle, especially if you want something a whole lot and it feels like it's taking forever to make any kind of progress, or you're constantly disappointed. Sometimes that can just be an indication of being impatient with the timing, because that is another thing we also don't get to control. Sometimes we just have to be patient whether we like it or not, and we just have to make whatever our current situation is good enough for now. But sometimes it can be an actual struggle against ourselves. Sometimes we have to surrender and release some long held, maybe sometimes deeply ingrained beliefs that are not helping us, not doing us any favors, not supporting us in forward momentum at all. Going back to the friend example, if I want to have quality relationships in my life, but I believe it's super hard to engage with folks and have that quality experience, yeah, my own beliefs are going to stand in my way quite a bit. So get clear, write all of it down, or you can do a video recording, audio recording, whatever it is that speaks to your soul, whatever helps you think the most. And you don't have to do this all in one sitting. You can do this over a period of however long a time you want to. Just get clear about the what and the why. And sometimes when you really, really examine whatever it is that you're going for, it's not always the driving, motivating factor that you think it is. Your why might change a lot. That doesn't mean the what changes, but the reason that you want the what might change. And that's okay. Remember, this is just an experience. We're just experimenting here. We're just kind of designing our lives, as it were. And there's nothing wrong with it. You get to want whatever you want, and you get to arrive at that station however you get there. You got to do what you need to do, right? So the goal is that you understand who you are in this process, who you are wanting to be like become, and how you can align yourself with becoming the person who has whatever the thing is, whatever it is that you want. So I encourage you, I invite you to get really, really brave, explore what it is that sets your soul on fire, explore why it might be that that sets your soul on fire. Sometimes there's no particular reason whatsoever. It's just a thing that you love, and that's fine. You don't necessarily have to have a reason for it. But if you can get clear on the what and the why, you will tend to find that you will see obstacles starting to dissolve. You will start to encounter people who can help you get moving in the direction that you want to move, that you will start to have opportunities open up that will take you a step closer to the direction you're trying to go, which is super helpful. And things will just start falling into place for you so much easier than the uphill climb, the uphill battle of, I want this thing, I can't make it happen because whatever XYZ you feel is standing in your way, whether it is or isn't. Some things are insurmountable and some things are not. So just get clear. Just take some time to acknowledge what it is that you're looking for, whatever it is. If you want to increase your spending because you feel like it will make you feel seen, maybe you spend a little bit of time doing that inner work. Like, where do I not feel seen in my life? Where am I not showing up for myself? Where can I start to notice areas where I am being acknowledged for showing up? Maybe I feel like nobody hears me or sees me or cares about my contribution, but oh, hey, I was recognized in this meeting the other day by all these people. Oh, hey, that's cool. Like, I guess people do understand that I make a difference. What I do is important. I do matter. You know what I mean? Just, you're going to start noticing little areas, little shifts, little tiny different areas of focus where you're going to start moving in that direction that you actually want to go, where you actually want to be. And eventually you'll end up at your end destination living your dream life. Does it always be a smooth ride and come as quick as we'd like it to? Absolutely not. Is it going to look and feel exactly as we anticipated? Maybe. Sometimes it do, sometimes it don't. And that's okay. You're just here for the ride, right? So get clear, spend the time, really understand what it is that you want, why you want it, and who you want to become in order to have it. Be willing to do the internal work. EFT tapping is great, journaling is great, going outside and touching grass is great. Exercise, like out in the fresh air, go for a walk, that brings clarity. Being in nature brings clarity. Really going to therapy can bring a lot of clarity. Just engaging with people that you love or with pets that you love or whatever it is, doing things that speak to your soul. These are all really powerful ways to bring you closer to your own heart that can bring you the clarity that you need in order to manifest the life that you're looking for. So I hope this has been helpful for you. Give me a comment below. Let me know what you're struggling with, how you're doing with your manifesting, and let me know what shows up for you, because that would be super exciting to see. I love getting to watch people transform into the beings they were always meant to be, and also have the kinds of experiences in life that they've always wanted. So thank you, with glitter on it, for choosing to hang out with me today and for choosing to serve and support and love on yourself as much as possible. And I hope that you have a sparkly rest of your day.